This is going to be an uncomfortable truth of female nature that you have to learn, you have to understand, you have to recognize, is to scrutinize your every word until you are completely emasculated and walking on eggshells. I will say that one more time. Her entire goal, her entire process, her entire way of communicating is set up to scrutinize your every word and to leave you emasculated. This video is going to show you exactly what to do, what not to do, how to handle these things, and on top of it, I'm going to give you an exact process to help you in your relationship so this doesn't happen ever again, because majority of men are completely unaware of these things when it comes to female nature.
All right, women's end goal is to scrutinize your every word in a relationship. And that means every single word that you say is being watched. Okay, so let's just start in sequential order. If a woman can get a man to walk on eggshells with every word that he says, she has successfully emasculated him to the core, and then she will leave him. This is how it works, okay? So what you're going to notice when you are communicating with a woman, when you're interacting with a woman, when you're on a date, or if you're in a long-term relationship, is that any sentence can be flipped around to appear like she is displeased at what you said. Let me give you an example. When she first met you, since she could not read your interest level yet, you could basically say something like, "I'm excited for work tomorrow," and she would say, "Oh, that's cool." But look what happens the more she gets to know you. Any sentence can be flipped around to appear displeased. So if you said something like, "Wow, I'm excited for work tomorrow," all of a sudden she could act like she's disinterested, and she might say something like, "That's so boring. That's all you do. All you do is work. Why is it that all you do is talk about work?" Okay? But now let's reverse this. Let's say you never talk about work. Okay, and let's say you only talk about your own personal interests. But what could happen is the exact same thing, because as she attempts to scrutinize your every word, here's what you're going to notice. Let's say you never talk about work and you only talk about your own personal interests. Well, now she could say something like, "You're not ambitious. Why are you never focused on work? You never talk about work." So the point that I'm trying to make, or the point that I'm trying to show you right here, is that any sentence can be flipped around to appear displeased. Okay? Any sentence can be flipped around so that way it's like, "Oh, why did you say that?" And this is her goal, is to scrutinize your every word so that way you're walking on eggshells. Now, once you've revealed your love, your care, your admiration, and your interest level, and specifically your interest level, once you've revealed these things, your love, your care, your admiration, and your interest level towards a woman, you will see three things occur. Okay, so right here, I'm going to show you what the three things are. Number one, you are going to see a tone shift of disinterest to attempt to raise your fear of loss. Okay, number one, a tone shift of disinterest. What is a tone shift of disinterest? A tone shift of disinterest would be like, all of a sudden her vocal tone changes where she's just angry, right? So a tone shift would be like, "Really?" Right? Or just something like you can tell in her voice she's not happy with something. That's the first thing you're going to see. Number two, you'll see a decrease in intimacy and affection towards you. When you first met, all of a sudden she wants to sleep with you, every time she sees you, and her interest is so high. And then what you notice is as time goes on, it's like the intimacy and the affection, it just starts to disappear. Number three, oh, and keep in mind, I'm going to show you how to make sure these things don't happen so you can maintain her desire level and the relationship. And then number three, okay, you'll notice that she just doesn't want to give the interaction, the conversation, the relationship as much attention as she used to. So what that looks like is basically like you'll be around her and then she's focused more on something else. Maybe it's her cell phone, maybe it's what's going on TV, maybe it's something going on outside. Maybe, when she was constantly communicating, even if she was doing something around the house, now all of a sudden it's like she doesn't want to talk to you, just less attention in general. These are the three things that's going to happen when you show your love, your care, your admiration, and your interest level. Now, keep in mind, okay, she will appear mad or not happy with you. Now, this is the big light bulb moment, okay? The light bulb moment is she will appear mad or not happy with you, but you will feel like you did nothing wrong. Stick with me here. This is important. This is what you're going to notice. When she appears mad at you or not happy with you, you are going to feel like you did nothing wrong. And that's how you know you messed up. If you see this dynamic go on right here where you feel like you did nothing wrong, where you're like, oh, I was good to her. I was really nice to her. I showed my love and my care and my affection. Now she's mad at me for something and you're like, I don't know why. This is how you know you went completely wrong. Because you have revealed your interest level by showing far too much love, care, and admiration, and now she doesn't respect you as much. So here's what's happened. She's far too comfortable and far too certain of your interest level. Like what's basically happened right here is you have basically demonstrated that you are at a level 8, 9, or 10 level interest. And this is why she's losing respect, and this is why she no longer likes you. Women truly only like the men who never appear to fully like them back. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Women truly only like the men who never appear to fully like them back. That guy who is basically indifferent, he's at a 5, a 6, or a 7 level interest at all times. He's never at an 8, a 9, or a 10. This is the guy right here, the guy at a 5, 6, or 7 level interest that she's completely just falling in love with day by day. She's like, why can't I get him more invested? Why can't I get him to give me more certainty? Okay, so what you have to remember is you need to value your attention. Your attention, okay, right here, can be a variety of any of these 3 things. The time that you give her, or that you're putting towards the relationship. Your attention includes maybe talking on the phone or text messaging a lot. Your attention is also just hanging out or making plans, okay? What you have to remember is a lot of these things, I understand there's somebody there. I understand that it's helping you not feel lonely. I understand that now you finally have somebody to communicate with. I understand that that makes you feel so good inside. But all of this right here, you have to really realize that there is not really a whole lot of benefit to you or towards you. Because the truth is there is other things that you could be doing other than receiving a feeling. This is what you're doing right here is you're receiving a feeling. You're like, oh, wow, somebody's talking to me so I don't feel lonely. But you have to remember that this is the fastest way to reveal your interest level and also show that you have nothing else better to do. So keep in mind, once you feel, okay, and I have this in quotation marks right here because it's a feeling. Once you feel like you have met or found someone who is there for you, so that way you can talk to somebody all day, you will be punished with rejection by seeing her disinterest. I'll say that one more time. You will be punished with rejection by watching her disinterest. You will watch her interest level go lower and lower and lower and lower. So, moving your attention over to this column, okay, because I am going to show you how to make sure that this stuff doesn't happen to you. It is best to never talk about anything real beyond the surface level with the woman that you're dating, and I'm going to explain why. When you start to talk about real things, oh, this is going on in my life. Oh, this is a struggle that I'm having at work. Oh, this is a struggle that I'm having in my family circumstance. This is going on in my life. I have plans to go meet up with this friend on Tuesday. I have plans to go do this for this business meeting the following Tuesday. When you start doing that, when you start revealing real things about yourself and about your life, you'll notice she likes you a lot less, and I'm going to show you why. It is best to never talk about anything real beyond the surface level, and I'm going to show you why. So in my whole life, okay, I truly mean this. Listen to me closely. Every guy I have ever met in my whole life, where number one, he revealed a lot of things about himself to a woman. A guy who reveals a lot of things about himself to a woman, he's less of a mystery. Okay, number two, every guy that I've ever met who explained his thoughts or his views on life. Okay, and number three, every single guy that I've ever met where he talked about his past struggles or his past life circumstance or how he grew up or any of these things was always left. Guys who have made this mistake of going deep in conversation and not keeping things surface level are typically rejected with her disinterest, and they are always left. And I'm going to show you why. The less a woman actually knows about you, the better. Okay, because here's what you're going to notice. As you start to reveal more and more things about yourself, which means you're talking too much, which means you're getting too comfortable, which means you're now revealing your interest level, keep in mind. This is why I'm telling you, the guy who is at a 5, 6, or 7 level interest doesn't feel the need to talk about how he grew up or the things he likes to do with his family members or anything like that. He's just there existing. It's a vibe and a fun time while he's with the woman, and that's it. And then he goes home, and this is the type of guy that she keeps wanting to keep seeing. Okay? So the less a woman actually knows about you, the better. Here's what will happen. She will, number one, okay, give a vocal tone of disinterest when she learns more about you. Number two, she will start to not reply to your messages. Number three, she will act like you did something wrong, even though you feel like you're just communicating, normally like you typically would. And then what you're going to notice is she will probably just start sleeping with one of your friends. This is what you're going to notice, or she's just going to leave you and she's going to start seeing a different guy. So keep this in mind. This is why it's really never best to talk about anything real beyond the surface level. Okay? If you just hang out and have a good time and it's a good vibe while she's around you, okay, and you talk about whatever is going on around you in the present moment during that exact circumstance, okay, that's all there is to it. And she goes, wow, he's really fun. I feel good around him. I feel like the energy is not very heavy. If she has that good feeling where it's like a good vibe with that guy, now she's happy and wants to keep seeing you. So here's what I can tell you. She scrutinizes every word as she pulls away. If you notice her saying things like this, whatever, or I don't know, or I don't care, or you're always like this. If you notice her saying any things like this, especially in a vocal tone that appears to be negative or not pleased, here's what will happen. Now, she gets the guy to get nervous. She gets the guy to get nervous that she's going to leave. So here's what I can tell you. As soon as this happens, what typically happens is now the guy gets super nervous that she's going to leave. So then here's what he starts to do. He goes, oh no, if I did anything wrong, I'm so sorry. Okay, he'll try to admit that he did something wrong, even if he was trying his best to nurture the relationship. Number two, he'll start to apologize a lot more. Or number three, he'll try to appease her feelings or appease her emotions because she claims that she's upset. Once he's done this, now she can tell that he is at a 9 or 10 level interest, and now she pulls away. So once this has happened, she feels like she's fully conquered you. She feels like you're completely in love, and now she's on to the next man that she can now emasculate, and it's over. So this is what you have to remember. Okay, women's end goal is to scrutinize your every word in a relationship, because the fact is this, you being right there in front of her in the first place is a form of validation, because validation can be, or attention can be time, any form of cell phone communication or wanting to hang out. And as this happens, she starts to see how invested you are into the dynamic with both of you, and now she starts to not like you. So if you like this video, I encourage you to take this a step further. I have created an entire process called the language of women. I have been helping men learn, understand, and master this process, master the language of women, so that way they don't have to deal with any of these problems anymore. Because here's the thing, the longer I've made these videos for, I started to see that most guys have the exact same problem, or every guy has almost the exact same problem. It's oh, this dude is 6'5" and he's dealing with the same things. And then I'm like, okay, wait, this guy over here makes a lot of money and he's dealing with the same things. Oh, this guy over here, he has a lot of status and he's dealing with the same things. And then I started to realize that these are just problems that guys face in general when they're dating women. So because of that, I'm here to help you understand female nature at a deeper level, so you don't have to deal with these things anymore, to help your dating life and make it way smoother for you, because you finally understand what not to do and what to do to help the dynamic. If you like this video, take this a step further, join us inside of that community, start the process of actually learning, understanding, and mastering the language of women, because I'm here to tell you this, it's not going to get easier. The more you delay this process and you say, oh, learn and I'll master and I'll understand the language of women at a future date, like I'll worry about that next month or I'll worry about that in a couple months, you're just delaying the whole process. What I'm showing you inside of that, you will have to understand. You might as well do it sooner rather than later. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.